2008 Saturn Sky. So this video is going to show you how to get into the trunk of your Saturn Sky if the roof is up and all the actuators work. And that means that the buttress is released when you hit the button on your fob or trunk button in the glove box, whatever. But traditionally you could take the rear wheel off here, pop the wheel well out, fender, whatever you want to call it, all plastic clips, 10mm bolts to remove. Then you can pop out the vent in the trunk, stick your hand in there and pull the emergency release. But my problem is there was no cable physically attached to the trunk latch down there. There's the latch down there, the little silver thing. So, roof up, trunk closed, no cable to manually release the latch. I've seen plenty of videos on how to make a little cable to run from the latch and then through the seatbelt thing in here as a manual emergency release, and bet your sweet cakes that's what I'm going to do here as a fail-safe in case this ever happens again. So in my case, the only option was go ahead and take out the waterfall behind the seats, and those familiar know that the process is door sills off, pillar post panels off, then the waterfall comes off. Be mindful of your seat belts as they come out of the waterfall. I have a wind restrictor Velcro kit on mine, not the trunk one, so that had to come out, and I had to disconnect the wires that came through the waterfall so I could get the waterfall out of the car. Anyhow, once the waterfall is out of the car, you can guesstimate like I did, best worst case scenario, but I seem to have nailed it just with my good guesstimation. I lined up what I thought was center between the two headrest areas here. Knowing where the latch was, excuse me, I came just a little bit right of center, which in the 08 is just below this there. Excuse me. So I came a little to the side, drilled my hole, Craftsman bimetal 1/4 inch, inch and a quarter, excuse me, bit. I'll double check the size. Popped it right through gentle, put rags and towels down to catch anything shavings wise, and there was some, so we don't want that in the electronics. But anyways, as you can see right here, the camera in there, right there, that blurry little straight thing hanging down below the cable there, that is where the cable attaches to the actual latch of the trunk. So I was able to get in there with a little tool that I had made years ago for like purposes, and just simply get in there and hook onto it and pull towards the steering wheel, not towards the bumper, rear bumper. So you want to pull that latch forward. Let me see if I can wiggle my hand down in there and show you. Alright, let's see. Where's that latch? Okay, right there. So my finger's on it. Sorry for not being able to really show you. There's my finger back there wiggling it. It's right there. It's easy to see. The camera's not doing you any justice. Here's what I use to reach it. So for the hole, we had the Craftsman, upside down, 1 1/4 hole, bimetal saw. Use goggles, cover your electronics, clean up your mess. And this is just an old screwdriver that had busted off years ago, and I just filed it down for other purposes, for reaching things. I call it my booger picker tool, but you know, it's about that big, about that long. I was able to just reach in there and again get behind that latch and just pull it towards the steering wheel. So in other words, don't push it towards the rear bumper. As soon as I pulled that latch, trunk popped open, and now I can fix the cable that had broken off from the actual latch itself. So again, this was a last resort effort. There was no other way to get into the car trunk area in the Saturn Sky. Tried the manual release, emergency release trunk. There it is down there. Reached through from the fender well. No go. Again, all the actuators work. Everything pops. Everything clicks. Buttresses pop up like they're supposed to, but there was no cable physically attached to the latch, so there was no way to get into the trunk other than this method here. Again, I am on my way to the hardware store to get the necessary supplies, some small steel cable, couple pull rings, and I am going to make a manual emergency fail-safe release that I'll run through the back here, probably pop out somewhere near the seat belts like some of the YouTube videos, and just stash it front side of the waterfall, and then we'll take it from there. I'll get the cable ordered and fixed, but in the meantime I can access the trunk. So hope this video helps, because there's absolutely nothing on the internet out there for this problem with the Saturn Sky. There's a million problems if you need to reach the handle and pop it. There's a million ways to get into the buttresses. All those videos are good. When the roof is up and I had this problem, I could have just reached through here. I've done it before when another cable broke somewhere else, and I was able to reach through there with a long piece of steel and flip the latch just the same way, because again, it's a clear shot. There's the latch and the little silver thing on the bottom right there. That has to be pulled towards the steering wheel. So again, hope this video helps. I gotta put this bad rascal back together. All right, please leave me some comments and let me know.